So Andrew, I know that you have heard this saying, and I have heard this as well, that money is the root of all evil. And then you'll have other people who come back and say, no, it's not money that's the root of all evil. It's the love of money that's the root of all evil. But what I want to make sure that I try to do in this educational video today is let people know that neither is actually true in my opinion. Because I know that we need money in this capitalistic society that we live in order to operate our lives properly and happily. So we're not going to, talk about the love or money or anything being evil, because we're going to try to help you understand that it's not the love of money that is the root of all evil. It's really the abuse of money that's the root of all evil. So that is what we're going to talk about in today's short educational video. So please stay locked in. Hi, my name is Carson Graves, President and CEO of the Retirement Education Center.
And my name is Andrea, Director of Operations at the Retirement Education Center. And the reason we've created these educational videos is to help to make the difficult and confusing retirement process simple.
Absolutely, Andrea. And we do this simply by incorporating a team of strategic partners ranging from certified financial analysts, certified financial planners, estate attorneys, insurance advisors, and other needed professionals to help us build a comprehensive and holistic roadmap that's going to let our clients know when, where, and how they can reach their retirement goals.
For specialized strategies on how to maximize your retirement income, please subscribe to our YouTube channel and hit the notification bell to be notified when we upload new videos.
So money is the one thing that we know that we all think about. We think about it all the time, daily. It helps us pay our bills. It helps us to buy things that we want to buy, like a car or a home. And of course, it helps take care of us if we actually get sick. Having money is not really the issue. It's the abuse of money and not understanding how to use money that's really the main issue that gets people into trouble. Anybody who's ever managed money for a client or dealt with money understands that the key aspect, Andrea, is making sure that money is properly managed. But you have to understand the aspects of money. You have to understand and make sure that you're following the rules of money. And so in today's short educational video, what we're going to talk about is just really 3 simple things that you're going to want to look out for when it comes to your money. We're going to talk about the credit aspect of your money. And then we're going to talk about taxes and inflation when it comes to your money. And the last thing that we're going to talk about is, what do you want to expect from your money? What can you expect from it? So if you don't understand those 3 things, then you have tuned into the right channel today. But before we get into our educational lesson today, there are always 2 rules that we give you about your retirement income. And Andrew, what are those 2 rules?
Well, rule number 1 is to never run out of money. And rule number 2 is to never forget rule number 1.
So let's go ahead and start talking about why your money matters. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about why your money matters and how your money matters. I think this is going to be a very, very insightful educational video today. So pay close attention to what we're talking about here. The first thing that I want to discuss with you is your credit score and how important that is in the short run and in the long run when it comes to your money mattering to you. Let's just take a look at this example here. The average home, if you're going to buy a home now in the U.S., the average home price is going to be $300,000. So let's go ahead and take a dive into how your credit score could really play a huge role in your financial well-being when it comes to buying a home. So let's say you're an individual. We're going to look at these 2 individuals here. One has a credit score of 760 and the other one has a credit score of 620. So let's take a look at the difference in what their overall, the overall impact this may be when it comes to their mortgage. So we're going to take a look at a 30-year fixed rate mortgage. And the person with the credit score of 760 would get about a 2.69% rate on their mortgage today. A person with a credit score of 620 will have about a 4.27% interest rate on their mortgage. Now, when it comes to their monthly payment, the person with the 760 credit score would be paying about $1,215 per month, where the person with a lower credit score of 620 will be paying $1,480 per month. Now, when you're looking at the difference there, that's $265 per month difference between these 2. So you're thinking, oh, that's not such a big deal, but this is a 30-year mortgage. So the difference over the life of this mortgage would amount to over $95,000. Now, it gets even more alarming when you take a look at what that $265 per month could really do for you if you put it to work for you. $265 a month over 30 years at a 6% interest rate would equate to over $251,000 for your retirement. So it is so critical for you to understand that when it comes to your money, you first and foremost must make sure that you get your credit in place that's going to be sufficient for you long term, because everything that you do and everything that you buy can be impacted by having good or bad credit. The second thing that I really want to talk with you about, of course, as we know, are taxes and inflation. Okay. And now this really comes to be prominent when we're talking about cash and cash equivalents. So this is money that you may have sitting around in your savings or money market accounts that because you're in limbo. You don't know if I want to invest this money or do I want to actually, buy X, Y, and Z with it. So you just keep it liquid for you. But that can be a huge mistake for you if you don't understand the impact that taxes and inflation can have on those dollars. So let's just take a look at this $10,000 investment here. Maybe it's sitting around in your savings account or maybe in a CD or money market account, whatever it may be. And we're going to have these assumptions. We're going to assume that inflation is 3%. We're going to take a look at the returns being, 1%. Of course, we know that a lot of times that when you're looking at your checking or savings, those returns could even be lower than that. And then we're going to say that you're in a 22% tax bracket. So let's take a look at this $10,000 after 1 year. Well, after 1 year, that $10,000 would have grown to $10,100. I wish you can keep all of that, but you can't keep all of that money. Why? Because you have to look at your after-tax returns. You actually have to pay taxes on that little bit amount of interest that you've earned. And so that $10,100 is now really only valued at $10,078. And yet the story still is not over, because we now have to take a look at inflation over that period of time. So the purchasing power of that $10,000 investment will only be able to buy you $9,776 worth of goods and services. So anytime you're thinking about your money and why it matters and how it should matter, you must always think about taxes and inflation and the effects that it will have on those dollars. So the last thing that I want to cover with you when it comes to your money mattering to you is the expectations of your dollars. Yes, you have to have some expectations of what you want those funds to do for you when you're actually placing them into any type of financial product. So what's really important for you to understand is the difference between the savings and the investments that you may choose. Now, look, we don't give investment advice on this channel. We only do that when we're talking with our clients on a one-on-one consultation. But on this channel, we're just trying to educate you so you can understand intuitively how you think about your money. So when it comes to investments, the thing that you're really trying to get out of those investments, you're trying to get the best possible return. And you're trying to minimize the risk of getting those returns. That's the ultimate goal when you're talking about placing money into an investment. You're trying to get a really good return, but you're also trying to minimize the risk associated with that particular return. Now, when it comes to your savings, there are three things that you may take note of. You want that money to be safe, you want that money to be liquid, and you also want it to be easily accessible. You don't want to have any challenges of getting that money when it comes to your savings. So there's two things that you're trying to look at here. With the investment, the most important thing is growth. With your savings, the most important thing is protection. So I really hope that this video gave you some insight into how your money matters. Please remember that these videos are created for educational purposes only, and that you should always seek out your own financial advisor, your own tax advisor, and attorney regarding your own personal situation. If you are looking for a fiduciary advisor to help you with these types of complex financial matters, please click on the link provided in the description below and learn how you can become one of our high-value clients. For more information about this subject matter or any of the topics that we've covered in our past videos, please do not hesitate to reach out to our office or leave any questions or comments in the section below.
To learn more about our services and how we can help you to increase your chances of not outliving your retirement savings, make sure to click on the link in the description below and sign up for our free Maximizing Your Retirement Income Masterclass. After this video, please check out our other videos that we've created that will give you tips on how to maximize your retirement. Also, if you like this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and share it with a friend. Thanks for watching, and remember, if you have questions,
we have answers.